Tutu has been revolving around him throughout, and his name. At the end of the day, this year 2025 will be critical. How the opposition will maintain momentum on agendas, issues, focus on the needs of the people. The government, on the other hand, their work is cut out. How can the government deliver? For government, I find it quite easy. Just deliver. It is easy on paper, but in reality, the gauntlet is out for the president to prove. Otherwise, such conversations, such spaces make a whole difference and will set the ball rolling for the next election. With that, I want to appreciate the audience. I want to appreciate Dibal. I think Benji was here, your co-host. I want to appreciate every single person who contributed, as well as even those who listened. Thank you. God bless. Have a good night.
Thank you, Joshua Kipto. Really appreciate your sentiment this evening as well. We look forward to hearing more from you. Very insightful indeed. Herman Manyora, I want to, and Peter Kagwanja, just your final remarks on Kabando Kabando, then we call it a wrap. I know we've overstayed our welcome, as they always say. Briefly, over to you.
Thank you, Deba. This is Manyora. My closing remarks will be a challenge to the people of this country by way of a question. And the question is, do we think removing William Ruto is a joke? My point of reference in attempting to answer that question, but very, very briefly, will be S.K. Macharia. What was S.K. Macharia saying? Apart from saying that Raila seemed to have betrayed those who have supported him, emphasizing how from as early as 1992 he supported a Luo in the name of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, how he went against the grain by offending his community to support Raila Odinga. That wasn't even the point he was making. The point he was making, if Raila could do what he did, do we Kenyans think removing Ruto is going to be a walk in the park? That is the message. And SK is challenging Kenyans, as I repeat on his behalf this evening. The call was coming, how you can hear me. Do you have an individual among those who want to be president who can do what Raila failed to do, who is strong enough to withstand the heat from the likes of William Ruto, the sort of heat that has been directed against Raila, and he has given up his presidency, offending those who have supported him against all odds? When he looks around, I think he's asking, are these the men you think can remove William Ruto? And he's giving one challenge. Let any one of these people who are telling us they can remove Ruto show they have what it takes. Let them take one issue and run away with it. The issue of voter register. The bar, you are there with me when I challenged Khalwale, a member of that team committee. What was it called? The bar. They were trying to look at the constitution, whatever. It was led by Orengo and I think Raito Murungi. On your show, I told Boni Khalwale, unless you redo the voter register, there can be no free and fair election. He gave me an example of Nigeria saying auditing the register was enough to help Nigerians because they flagged out 20 million ghost voters. I told him in Kenya it would not work. That is what SK Macharia is saying. That for us to identify a person who can be better than Raila, it must be a person who can take tough issues and face them head on. Can any of these people who want to be president today take on an issue like the issue of voter register? Not just cheering about IBC, who will be the chairman, who are the commissioners. Those things will happen. It will be one way of telling SK Macharia and those like Manyora here that indeed you will give Kenyans what Raila didn't give them. Let me land, like the young people say, and good night, everybody.
Thank you, Herman Manyora. Appreciate your sentiments.